Good morning. Welcome to Entrepreneur Country TV. I'm Julie Meyer, the founder of Entrepreneur Country TV. This broadcast goes out every Monday morning at 9 a.m. CET, broadcast from Malta. We're sharing with you the stories of the digital Davids as they engage and dance with the Goliaths, transforming business and society into ecosystems where everybody can play into these new opportunities. Test piloting, learning about the future, celebrating the role of the entrepreneur, but most important, everybody can pull down the tools and the formats. Watch it here at Entrepreneur Country TV, found at YouTube, ECTV, or on the Entrepreneur Country Global website. Thanks.
Being an entrepreneur is, I feel, almost a bit of a kind of a calling that you have. It's not something that is for everybody. It's something that you know inside you need to do. But you need to be very convinced, and you must know that this is really what you need to be doing, because you're going to be on a roller coaster.
So the longest stay helps you furnish a home so beautiful you never want to leave. It becomes your longest stay. We are actually today an online platform which you can buy designer furniture, high-end designer furniture, in about 60 countries very soon. We work with all kind of Italian, Portuguese, Danish, British brands, and we've been trading for about 3 years. So right now we are just online, but we have much bigger plans to go into property, into that world in the near future. Now I want you to imagine what the future of luxury retail could possibly be. So let's think about Hermes. So if they had a flagship store in the French countryside in Provence, what could consumers do? Could they go horseback riding and have that kind of experience while they're shopping for something from Hermes? This is very much where the future of showrooms and destination sites are headed.
So I really want to tell you about the longest stay sofa collection. Why did I decide to launch the longest stay sofa line? I bought a sofa and I wasn't very happy. I bought it online. It wasn't very comfortable. It was like sitting on cardboard. And I was very unhappy about it. So at that point, after I had just launched Longest Stay, I thought I would make sure that not only did I have comfortable quality sofas that were available, I would also make sure they looked uber chic.
You must see kind of the higher purpose in it all to carry you through that entrepreneurial journey, because there's a lot of downs and there's a lot of ups. And if you really feel that you're up to being an entrepreneur, know that you need to be very self-sufficient, very reliable, but you will have the best journey of your life, but it's your journey to take. And you definitely have to understand that the outcome may not be what you thought, and there's no such thing as failure, but there is something that is probably the most profound ride that you ever take if you decide to be an entrepreneur.
What we want to do is look at what doesn't work and what hasn't worked. So Michael Kors had this huge growth in retail. They made every store look exactly the same. They had every product look exactly the same, and they had every sales clerk look and talk exactly the same. And after a while, they had from 600 stores to about 800 stores in the last year. They grew almost 23% in their retail premise. And then they realized it doesn't work. And now they're letting go 100 to 150 stores, and they're going to lose about 125 million, but they think they're going to save 60 million. So they have now recognized that what the traditional brick and mortar store does not work anymore.
So I thought it was very important to take you to see our factory.
We've been doing it the longest, really. It's been in the trade, passed down through generations to generations. It's not a new thing, especially around Nottingham. It's people's families, they've always got a brother or an uncle or something that's in the trade. We source a lot of the best products over here. Our springs are made across the road, our cushions are made on the next street. We make all our own furniture from start to finish ourselves, not one bit in one country, one bit in another. It's all made in one factory, so people take pride in their work. So many companies importing cheap furniture. There's no point trying to compete with them and make cheap furniture. So we stick to making quality furniture, handmade in Britain, and stick with what we know and make what we're best at. So we've been doing it for the longest, so I believe that's why we produce the best things.
We have coils that are built into the base of the sofa, in all the cushions, on the arms and on the back. And a lot of people, they don't always put the coils in.
We'd always spring the arm and web the arms, whereas some of the companies, to save money, They will make the frame shape, then just follow it with a card template and then put the frame straight over the top. So there'll be no support and no spring.
They put cardboard, they use fillers, and we don't do that. Every sofa that has the springs across the base, across the side of the arms, is pretty special. And it's really fundamental when you buy a sofa, because if it doesn't have that extra bounce that you feel, you'll be sitting on something that's very uncomfortable.
This has the same sort of springs in the back, this particular style. Move out like that, so it always returns to the same shape. Comfort-wise, and trying to make it last, it's certainly not the best to use a bit of cardboard.
For me, that absolutely marked a stamp of what I wanted to put on my website. To complement all the amazing products that we source from around the world, I wanted to take something very true to the heart of Britain and bring it to you.
So what do people want right now? They have the need for experience, and that experience is basically, think about Instagram hotspots. Okay, that's my buzzword today, is an Instagram hotspot where you go to a store because it's an extension of the online experience into the brand. It's not about going and having every product available for you to touch and feel. It's about engaging with the brand, going somewhere that makes you feel that you can trust the brand and you can engage. And for example, Marc Jacobs did this very well, where they had a little social media interaction where you couldn't actually pay with currency, you can only pay with social currency, where if you didn't tweet, you weren't even allowed in the store. And if you did enough Instagramming that day, you would come out with a prize.
The best business you can possibly do is actually when you're relaxed. So by coming to the pre-summit activities, which were entertaining and social and wonderful environments, wonderful food, wonderful experience, you get relaxed. And then you're able to see the people you might do business with in a different light. They see you in a different light. It's not forced, it's not uncomfortable. And after a couple days of engaging with the same people, the relationships build, and then you're ready to talk business. And then by the end of the summit, you're able to do a very good business deal. Possibly, even before you can do that. But by coming before, it's like you are preparing for the race. It's like, don't just come to the race, come before and do a few jogs, run in the treadmill, and then go to the race. And I think the pre-summit really warms you up for doing some of the best business deals you can possibly do here.
So for my company, The Longest Stay, as we're an online retailer, we actually see ourselves very much being a omni-channel strategy where you will go ahead one day and be able to shop in one of these hot spots, in one of these retail destinations. That is more of an experience in a concept store than shopping in a normal furniture retail store. And eventually, we hope our customers will be able to buy what they see in hotels, which is our ultimate goal. And hopefully one day we'll get into the property market where we actually have hotels called The Longest Stay, which we help bring hotel luxury home.
That's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please share this with your friends, subscribe to it, get the word out that Entrepreneur Country TV is broadcasting the future, brought to you by entrepreneurs, engaged citizens, and Goliaths who are making it to the future.